Hey ARMY! You must be so excited waiting for the BTS World Tour 2026, right? Well, today we've got some news that'll give you chills and make us even more proud of our oppas. A HYBE staff member who works directly with BTS just revealed some shocking facts about RM and Jimin's dedication in preparing for their biggest comeback. And guys, this story is absolutely mind-blowing. So here's the tea. Since returning from military service last June, RM and Jimin literally haven't given themselves any time to chill. Imagine this. Just 1 week after reuniting with all the members, they immediately jumped into rehearsal mode. And what makes HYBE staff shake their heads in disbelief is that they always arrive earliest and leave latest. Official rehearsal schedule starts at 9 a.m., but RM and Jimin? They're already at the studio since 7 a.m. doing their own warm-ups. Nobody told them to, nobody forced them. This is pure self-motivation. Just imagine that level of dedication. What's most touching is seeing RM, who we know as a rapper with solid dance skills, but not a main dancer, practicing with the same intensity as Jimin. Guys, listen to this carefully. The choreography staff revealed that RM even requested additional private practice sessions. He doesn't want to be a burden to other members and wants to give his best performance. Some staff even caught moments when RM practiced alone in the studio until midnight, repeating the same movements dozens of times until absolutely perfect. As a leader, he doesn't just lead with words, but with real action. This is true leadership. Now, when we talk about Jimin, we all know he's been a god-tier perfectionist since debut, right? Well, for this tour, he's taken his standards to an even higher level. Vocal staff said Jimin spends hours in the vocal room making sure his stamina and voice quality stay stable even while dancing incredibly demanding choreography. And here's what makes it even more amazing. Jimin carries a portable voice recorder everywhere to record his own practice sessions and evaluate every single detail of his performance. He's not just focused on technical aspects, but also on facial expressions and emotions he needs to convey in every song. For Jimin, every second on stage must be perfect and meaningful for ARMY who've been waiting for them for years. Okay, now what makes us even softer is their chemistry in the practice room. Staff who observe them every day say that RM and Jimin have a unique way of motivating each other. When RM gets frustrated with certain dance moves, Jimin is always there to help patiently, breaking down movements into smaller parts that are easier to understand. Conversely, when Jimin is too hard on himself and starts overthinking, RM always knows the right way to calm him down with his wise words and signature humor. They complete each other in the most beautiful way. This is what we call true friendship and teamwork. The fitness staff also spilled the tea about their literally extreme physical training program. They're not just practicing dance and vocals, but also undergoing strength training programs, intensive cardio, and yoga for flexibility. RM, who's already famous for being a gym regular, has even increased his training intensity, while Jimin focuses on core strength and endurance to handle super demanding choreography. Plus, they're working with a nutritionist to make sure their food intake supports the energy levels needed for daily marathon practices. Even HYBE kitchen staff have to prepare special meal preps customized to their super specific calorie and nutrition needs. Talk about dedication. And guys, this is the most important thing that people often forget: mental health. The psychology consultant staff hired by HYBE to help BTS face the pressure of this huge comeback revealed that RM and Jimin regularly attend counseling sessions to make sure their mental health stays stable. They're very aware that the pressure of expectations from millions of fans worldwide can be a heavy burden, and they want to ensure they're in the best mental condition. This shows incredible maturity and professionalism from two idols who've been in this industry for over a decade. Mental health is just as important as physical health, and they prove that. Production staff also wanted to give their testimony. They said RM and Jimin are super detailed in every aspect of tour production. They're not just performers, but also actively provide input about stage concepts, lighting, costume design, to the set list that'll be performed. RM, with his strong artistic vision, often gives creative ideas that make the tour concept more meaningful and cohesive. Meanwhile, Jimin, with his aesthetic sensitivity, makes sure every visual element supports the storytelling they want to deliver. They spend hours in meetings with the creative team, discussing every tiny detail that others might miss. This is the level of involvement that makes BTS different from other groups. What's most touching and makes our eyes water is how RM and Jimin treat everyone with equal respect and appreciation, regardless of position or title. They always say thank you to cleaning staff who clean the studio, to security staff who protect them, to catering staff who prepare food. They never complain, even though the rehearsal schedule is super packed and exhausting. Even when they're sick or have minor injuries, they still show up to practice and give maximum effort. This professional attitude motivates all staff to give their best in their work. This is what we call true humility despite massive success. Some staff also shared emotional moments that happened during rehearsals. One time, after a super exhausting practice session, RM and Jimin sat together in a corner of the studio, talking about their long journey with BTS, about tough trainee days, about a debut full of uncertainty, to the global success they achieved. They were sharing emotions about how grateful they were to be able to perform together again after being separated due to military service. Staff who accidentally overheard their conversation admitted they almost cried seeing how genuine and human these two superstars are. They never forget where they came from. RM and Jimin's dedication is also evident in how they keep learning and growing. They're not satisfied with formulas that were already successful in the past, but keep looking for ways to innovate and give something fresh to ARMY. RM attends choreography workshops with international choreographers to expand his dance vocabulary, while Jimin takes additional vocal coaching from vocal trainers who've trained Broadway artists to improve his technique and vocal range. They prove that success isn't a reason to stop learning, but rather becomes motivation to keep getting better. Continuous improvement is the key. HYBE management staff actually worried about the intensity of RM and Jimin's practice, afraid they'd burn out before the tour starts. But these two members reassured everyone that they know their body limits and will rest when really needed. They have incredible discipline in managing work-life balance, although sometimes the balance leans more toward work because of their huge passion. What relieves management is seeing how they also spare time to socialize with other members, laugh together, and enjoy this preparation process as a meaningful journey, not just as work. Work hard, but also enjoy the process. Oh yeah, there's an interesting story too. Sound engineering staff said that RM and Jimin often stay late night in the studio testing the sound system and acoustics that'll be used on tour. They want to make sure every single note, every beat, every harmony sounds perfect in various types of venues they'll visit. From small indoor arenas to massive stadiums, they want ARMY to get a consistent and top-quality audio experience. Attention to detail like this is what makes a good concert become an unforgettable experience. The costume department also shared interesting insights. Jimin and RM are actively involved in fitting sessions and give detailed feedback about movement flexibility of each costume. They don't want outfits that look good but restrict their movement on stage. Every piece must be functional and aesthetic. Jimin even personally tests the most extreme choreo movements while wearing the costume to make sure there's no wardrobe malfunction risk. Professional down to the smallest detail. And you know what, guys? What impresses all HYBE staff the most is their work ethic that never wavers. Rain or shine, good day or bad day, RM and Jimin always show up with a positive attitude and ready to work. No drama, no diva behavior, no excuses. Just pure dedication and love for what they do and love for ARMY. This consistency is what separates legends from ordinary artists. The documentation team staff who record behind-the-scenes footage said they have thousands of hours of recordings showing this incredible preparation journey. And they promise to compile the best moments for ARMY to watch later. Imagine how emotional we'll be watching all that hard work, sweat, and tears they shed to give us the best show ever. I'm not crying, you're crying. What's also worth mentioning is how RM and Jimin maintain their bond not just as colleagues, but as true brothers. After practice, they often grab dinner together, discussing not just about work, but also about life, about their dreams, about their fears. They're each other's support system, and that kind of genuine friendship is so rare in this competitive industry. This is why BTS brotherhood is something truly special and can't be replicated. The medical team staff is also on standby 24/7 to monitor their health condition. And what raises the respect level even more is how RM and Jimin are very cooperative with medical advice. If told to rest, they rest. If told to do ice baths for recovery, they do it. If told to do stretching routines, they follow religiously. They understand that their body is their instrument, and they need to take care of it properly to be able to deliver the best performance. Smart athletes mindset. All HYBE staff are unanimous on one thing. This World Tour 2026 is going to be absolutely legendary. With the level of preparation, dedication, and passion that RM, Jimin, and all BTS members are showing, there's no doubt this will be one of the biggest and most spectacular tours in music history. And as ARMY, we should be so proud of them. They're doing all of this for us to be able to give us memories that'll last a lifetime. So guys, next time you watch BTS perform on stage, remember all the blood, sweat, and tears they poured behind the scenes. Every perfect move, every powerful vocal, every emotional expression is the result of thousands of hours of practice and extraordinary dedication. RM and Jimin, along with all BTS members, truly deserve all the success and love they receive. They work for it, they earn it, and they appreciate it. This is why we purple them so much. ARMY Worldwide, let's continue supporting BTS with all our hearts. Stream their music, buy their albums, attend their concerts, and most importantly, send them positive energy and love. They give us so much. The least we can do is be there for them always. Because Borahi isn't just a word, it's a promise. It's a bond that connects us forever. Let's make World Tour 2026 the most successful tour ever and show the world the power of BTS and ARMY united. Who's ready? Drop purple hearts in the comments. Borahi.